The wise goddess Athena offered this advice. Ares is indeed going to be upset by the loss of that sea. He has this thing for serpents. Single-headed, double-headed, dunder-headed, it doesn't matter. He loves them all. And he really liked how the sun bristled off all those heads. But do you know what Ares likes almost as much as serpents? Big sanctuaries built just for him. He likes to conduct what he calls ambush practice in a sanctuary's twisting halls. But to most it seems like he's playing hide and seek. If you build a sanctuary for Ares, the god will be thrilled to have a new place to practice the art of war, and he'll forget all about the serpent. He'll even take some of the slain serpent's teeth, sow them in the earth, transforming them into fiercely powerful soldiers called Spartai. These soldiers will do your bidding and help to protect thieves. Heed my advice, mortal, and good luck.
Okay, so we're moving on to the next one. So now we have the option to build a fortress to Ares. This will require marble, timber, and sculptures. We've also access to elite housing, which are bigger, as you can see. And these will produce units that we can use to defend our city and attack other cities if we want to. Some of the other missions or objectives, as you can see, is we need wheat and olive oil for a colony. So this is what I was saying in one of the other episodes, where if we don't have enough money going into the next mission, we'll have to set up a brand new city from scratch with no income, but our money carries over. So if we only had like 1,000 funds leaving this mission going into the next mission, we would only have 1,000 funds to build up our colony. So we're going to want to make sure we have a decent stockpile of money to set a city up in the next one. So one of the other missions as well, or one of the other quests as well, is to get 50 people in our residence or higher. So we can see now we're going to have a Grand Agora, and we have arms, an arms vendor as well, and we will also have armories to build armor for those houses. So we have a couple of things then that we're going to want to do. First of all, we're going to want to have a look and see who sells bronze. And Menpelion sells bronze. Perfect. So we're going to want to buy bronze from him. With bronze, we can also turn bronze into sculptures, which you can do here. So what I like to do is I'm going to set up to buy bronze, and I'm going to set up a stockpile then here, and this is just for bronze. Yeah, this is just for bronze. And what I'm going to do as well, is there someone that actually buys sculpture? Yes, Argos. So I'm going to set this up, and just for some extra money, I'm going to buy bronze, turn it into sculpture, and then sell that sculpture temporarily to Argos just while we're getting everything else set up. It's a very efficient way, because as you can see, we can buy bronze for 110. It takes 4 bronze, I think, to make a sculpture, and we can sell that then for 640, so it's a net profit. So we'll go ahead and set that up while we're waiting for everything else to get on the go. What we're going to want to do as well now is we're going to want to have some stockpiles for our marble. So what I like to do is I'll set it up here. I'll move that one down one. Set it up here. I'm going to have to make sure that all these are accepting is marble, so I don't want these to get full with olive oil or fleece or something. Marble, yeah. And we will put in the road then. 1, 2, 1, 2.
I am the god of war! Worship me, and my soldiers will defend you!
So we'll see now that this that what am I trying to say? These ox carts are going to deliver the marble out to here, because we can't actually build the sanctuary without marble in stock. So we need it in stock. Now I messed that up slightly because I forgot to put down a maintenance depot here, so we can actually keep these buildings alive. So there we go. That's now that under control. So we do need more staff, and at this point we're pretty good on everything. So what I'm going to do is, in 2 of these, I'm going to set up more culture. So that'll be a nice income of staff coming in. And I'm going to change this road around as well, because I'm going to put in my mansions here. And I'm going to take this road out completely, and I'm just going to hook it in for now, just like this. So all the roads are connected. So we're going to put in mansions here. Now mansions need a lot of appeal, and again, this may not be the most efficient way of building these, but it's the way I build it, so tough. So what I do is I set up a little kind of area like so. That'll allow me to get one of these down, and these are 4 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then avenue or boulevard and road. So we can do that. Someone has just gifted me sculpture there, but I don't actually have anywhere to store it, so I'll make this and make this so that's 4 there. 1, 2, 3, 4 boulevard and road. Okay, and now we can accept that. So this is going to be our area for our elite housing. Again, there's enough room here that I can build these in a way that I'm kind of familiar with. So we'll get these put in, and yeah, I usually have some monuments then flanking these. Okay, I'm actually out of food. So these require food, and to build each one I should have actually been paying a bit more attention to my food to make sure I had enough, but I wasn't, because I am an idiot sometimes. Oops. So we can see there as well, someone has just gifted us some wood, which we don't have anywhere for, so I'll just chuck these down and put that aside there. Now we can put our sanctuary down, our monument. So I'm just going to put it in. I'm going to put it in here. And to build the sanctuary, we also need to stop people from going up there. We also need these artisan guilds. So I'll just put 4 of them down for now. We don't need that many of them. They take 25 apiece. And we can get rid of them once this is done anyway. And just because we are waiting for more people to come in, what I'll do as well, oh no, they're part of industry, aren't they? Yeah, never mind. Okay, so that's fine. So we can accept the wood now. What I'll do as well, I'm going to get this set up for more people, and I'll also put down oil. Now we are going to start struggling for food again soon, so I'm going to go get a couple more. Oh, we're definitely struggling for food. So I'll get a couple more wheat farms in. Put in, I don't know, that many, it'll be fine. and we'll get them to go around like so. Get something there. So what I'll do for now, just because we are struggling for staff, is I'm going to turn off the marble and I'm going to turn off the sculpture. We have more than enough marble for now anyway, and to continue selling. These will work on some things, and we'll just get some more people in. These buildings are obviously collapsing because I forgot to put down, sorry, eventually will collapse because I forgot to put down one of them. We'll work on these in a second. We'll just get our food back up and running first before working. Actually, well, I suppose we can get the rest of the infrastructure down. So what I like to do is, if I build it straight out like this, the ground agora can go in there. I can put a cap on it then, and from here then I can actually fit in the infrastructure then that this needs. That fits 2, 3. Once again, not the most efficient way of doing this, I am fully aware, but it's the way I like building, so it's the way it's being done. So we'll just chuck in 2 more maintenance depots. We actually have enough food from our Pelion, so we'll send it off immediately so they're not unhappy with us. We have more than enough food here now though. These are going to need various different things, so I'm going to set this up so this one can accept fleece. This one can accept armor. This one can accept wine, which we don't have yet. We'll need to import it. And this one can accept olive oil. I suppose what we can also do is just set aside all the olive oil that we have for the colony. We can get some more olive presses on the go. As well. Don't know if he's within range to reach all the way to here. We'll find out. Almost. We'll take that out for now. We can put another one of him in later on anyway, but we'll take that one out for now. And that should have our olive oil situation up and on the go. We can see here all these people are trying to load stuff into here before we set the filters up, so they'll turn back around. Any olive oil that wasn't going into here will go into here, so on and so forth. So we're going to want to get another monument here. We'll move these. I suppose we'll prepare this as well. So we can get that was a happiness monument alert. So we can get a happiness and one of those. And we'll actually, I didn't need to take out both of them. I'll put the podium in there and put the tax office in here. Is everyone being taxed? Yes, except for these. And we are pretty much able to get these ready for olive oil as well. Oh, I've had something collapse. Okay, yes, he's just not making it that far around. So what we'll do is we'll put that in there and we'll limit him there, and it means we can go around. To be honest, I actually didn't need to do that right now, but it's future proofed. I suppose we'll get a couple more olive presses in anyway. Like so. And we'll get another olive press in like that. Okay, perfect. So, what's this waiting on? They're currently waiting on marble. So what we can do, because we have plenty of it, if we set this to get and stop selling it, he'll actually go and take it out of here. And these will empty it. So we can slowly focus on actually building that one up at least. these all need olive oil. Our olive oil situation isn't the finest right now, but we are producing quite a bit. So what I'll do, because we're low on workers anyway, I'll set up one more of these. If we're low on workers, buildings are going to start producing slightly less, as you can see, because they're going to be looking for employees. We could go ahead and change some of the priorities around, and in fact I will. What I'll do is I'll lower admin down, because we're making more than enough in exports anyway to afford to lose out a little bit in taxes. And that should help out some of the buildings that we're needing staff anyway. And don't forget we have 100 staff tied up in these alone. So these now need 2 sculpture. So what I'll do is I'll stop selling sculpture for now, and I'll actually turn the sculpture back on. We've only 2 of these, so they're not using that many staff. Now, so sculpture guy, he brought it to that storehouse because that's where it's being stored. Someone then took it out and he's going to bring it down to here because we need 2. Yeah, we need 2 sculpture here. At this point, we can go back to selling this, and we can leave that on accept. So, because I think we only need 4, yeah, and at least one of these anyways going there. Yeah, so that's that. So that'll be built, and we're gonna have one of our. Oh, let's set aside some wheat. We're gonna have another one of our tasks done. So the next thing then that we just need to focus on is this. So I suppose we will get this set up. We're gonna get another 100 people back anyway, and we have jobs for 250. So setting this up now isn't going to be too bad. So we're gonna set up the exact same culture as before. Calvin needs fleece, so we'll give him fleece. We'll set up a theatre over here, a drama school over here, and what I like to do is 2 of those on either side, because the competitors sometimes don't reach if I don't do it that way. Again, not the most efficient way of doing things, but it's perfectly fine. It works for me, so that's all that matters. Some of these houses don't have enough appeal, so what we'll do is we'll give them a fish pond. Why not? Fish ponds are nice. So I'm now producing enough sculpture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the sculpture again, because we're going to need armor. So what I'll do is I'll put in 6 of these here, and I'll build a little bypass road then in, just to make their route a bit quicker, because these houses are going to need armor to upgrade. They're also going to need wine, which we should probably start buying in. No one sells wine, so this is where the fighting is going to have to come in then. Can we... As far as I know, if we loot wine, we then get the winery. So what I'll do for now is I'm just going to raid this place, and I'm going to select it. Oh, sorry, I thought that was grapes. Never mind. So wine, yeah. So I'm going to go raid this place for wine, because we're going to need wine anyway for these houses. So we'll send off our newly recruited mythic units that we kind of got from Ares, and Ares troops are now going to go fight for us. In the meantime, while we're waiting for all of that, we're going to set up these markets so they can start taking stuff out and distributing it then as needed. and wine.
Ares is shouting for joy over his latest fortress, and his Spartai stand guard over your city. With Thebes well protected and in the trustworthy hands of your prideful deputy, Olympus, it is time to set forth and expand the kingdom. The oracle at Delphi recommends establishing a city at Cydonia in Crete, though she's hinted that fertile fields and great forests are not the only things to be found there.
Okay, so I made a slight mistake in the sense of I don't have too much money to build this, but we will manage. So we'll move